11 News. Coverage you can count on.
A driver faces charges after a destructive drive in Millvale. Police say he slammed the truck into a chiropractor's office and then hit a home. Police say he was driving under the influence and called 911 on himself.
Channel 11's Mike Holden first followed this crash as it was breaking this morning, and since then he spoke with a neighbor who believes there was some divine intervention.
The driver responsible for all of this damage right here is now facing DUI and reckless operation charges. Meantime, the guy who lives in this home says it's a true miracle no one was hurt or killed, and he says by the grace of God, that driver did not hit this gas meter. In the daylight, you can get a better view of the path of damage. Run over shrubs, tire tracks, and some debris from the house. It's the aftermath of a crash along Evergreen Road in Millvale. Millvale police got a call this morning for a driver who lost control and went off the road, crashing into the side of this chiropractor office and part of a home. Fire officials say after the driver crashed, he pulled his car over along Evergreen.
It must have been about 4 in the morning. I don't know. It was pretty early.
Sean Hickey was sound asleep when he heard the commotion right outside his home. He parks his white BMW just steps away. Before bed last night, he placed this statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary and baby Jesus on top of his car. When he woke up this morning, the statue was there and so was his car, both untouched. He says it's a miracle no one was hurt or killed, and Mary was there to protect him and the driver from danger.
And she was saying this is, God knew all along this was all going to happen. Everything's fine. Be calm. You're going to be fine. Just you and Mike, when you talk, just take care of it. Everything's going to be fine. It's under our care.
And this right here is the Blessed Virgin statue still sitting on the roof of the car. Coming up on Channel 11 News at 5, we're diving deeper into the police investigation, working to get that suspect's name, plus more from the man who lives in this house and why he says he feels blessed. Reporting in Millvale, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
New information now on the suspicious death of a man in Baldwin. Jeremy Dental was found shot to death in his home on Vernon Avenue just after 11 last night. County police say Dental hadn't been seen since Friday night, but he had been using a messaging app up until 6 Saturday night. They're now trying to piece together what happened leading up to the shooting.
No arrests yet in connection with a deadly shooting outside an after-hours club in Braddock. Police say 39-year-old Jason Lewis was shot several times outside the Sahara Temple Club early Sunday morning. Investigators are now sifting through surveillance video trying to identify the shooter. We spoke to neighbors who've told us they've never had issues there before.
I'm very familiar with it. Very nice place, very nice people that own it. They have security on the inside. They're real respectful. You have to be a member to get in the club, but they can't control what happens outside.
Second Lady Giselle Fetterman posted to Facebook following the news of Lewis's death saying, "I didn't know Jason Lewis personally, but everyone who did absolutely adored him. This is a huge loss for our community. I'm so sorry this world could not keep you safe."
The brother of a former Pittsburgh Steeler, Antoine Randall L., is behind bars, charged in a double homicide. Marcus Randall L. surrendered to Chicago police Saturday. He's accused of shooting 2 women. Their bodies were found on the side of a road in Wisconsin last week. Police believe Randall L. and the women had plans to meet. After the shooting, Randall L. is accused of stealing a car that belonged to one of the victims and driving to Illinois.
A big rig got into a bit of a jam on Polish Hill this morning. A piece of equipment fell off the trailer after the trucker hit a parked car at Heron Avenue in Harding, not far from Bigelow Boulevard. No one was hurt.
Clouds and sun right now and a bit of a warm-up.
That rain's going to be moving back into the picture late tonight. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier has the forecast in Severe Weather Center 11.
We have some sun, some clouds out there. Like you guys said, I mean, it's fantastic, and you're really going to want to soak it up because we do have more clouds building in later on this evening, and those clouds will persist throughout the day Tuesday as we track yet another weather system moving in. Right now, a live look over the city. It's 40 degrees, bit of a wind chill still at 36 with an east wind at 6 miles per hour. It's nice to have the 40 40s. It's been a while. 41 in Greensburg right now, 41 in Butler, and a mild 44 in Washington. Grab the sunglasses. You'll need them at least for the next couple of hours. We're going to build in the clouds tonight, and the temperatures are going to be in the mid-40s and then cooling this evening and then rising once again into the lower 40s, right around 42 degrees as you see by 1 a.m. So our overnight low temperature will be reached this evening, really, until the warm front passes. And when you head out the door, it's going to be pretty mild tomorrow morning. Here's a look at our rainy impacts for the day Tuesday, anywhere from about 5 to 8 a.m. Looks like medium impacts for the rain, and then through 8 and 11, still up in the medium category for that rain. I'm going to time it all out for you on the storm tracker maps as far as who is seeing what and when. Some of you actually will have a chance for a little bit of snow mixed in as well. We'll do that together coming up in just a few minutes.
The University of Pittsburgh now has a sample of the coronavirus. We told you last week researchers are going to use that sample to help come up with a vaccine for the quickly spreading and deadly virus. Our partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times say Pitt got the sample on Thursday. Meanwhile, hundreds of Americans who were stuck on a cruise ship in Japan are now back in the U.S. The only problem is some brought coronavirus with them. 14 Americans tested positive for the virus. NBC's Sarah Harmon is at Travis Air Force Base in California with the latest.
Hundreds of Americans who were quarantined on the Diamond Princess cruise ship are back on U.S. soil. 2 chartered flights from Japan touching down overnight at Air Force bases in Texas and California. The flights were not supposed to include any passengers affected by the coronavirus, but the State Department has now revealed 14 people who tested positive were allowed to travel. They spent the more than 12-hour flight in isolation chambers seen here, filmed by passenger Cheryl Molesky. After nearly 2 weeks in quarantine, she and her husband decided it was time for their extended vacation to come to an end.
Honestly, you're much safer getting off this ship.
The Moleskys were evacuated by American teams in hazmat suits.
The bus will take you to the airplane. The airplane takes you to the United States, and then you get your passport.
Well, we're exhausted, but we're on the plane.
NBC's Janice Mackey-Freyer is in Yokohama, Japan.
There are still some Americans on the ship who chose to not get on that flight. They're among some 3,000 passenger and crew who will remain under quarantine until Wednesday, and only when they test negative for the virus will they be allowed off the ship.
Among the Americans who chose to stay on board, Matthew Smith.
The U.S. offer was break this quarantine early, get into a bus with a bunch of other people who we don't know how they've been doing the quarantine.
Now, what happens next depends on whether or not you have coronavirus. The passengers who are infected will be treated at a hospital. Everyone else is now subject to a mandatory 14-day quarantine with regular health checks. And keep in mind, it's been almost a month since these folks initially set sail on their cruise. Home is still a long way away. Back to you guys.
Police are searching for a gunman after a shooting in Duquesne. It happened right in the middle of the day. Police say a man was shot several times just after noon yesterday on Grand Avenue. Investigators say he was talking to 2 men when one of them pulled a gun and shot him. At last check, he was listed in critical condition. Thousands of dollars worth of cocaine off the streets, all thanks to a drug-sniffing dog. Police say a package with a return address in Puerto Rico was flagged by a dog when it arrived in Pittsburgh. Police found cocaine inside and replaced it with fake powder and continued its delivery onto Erie. Once the package was accepted, police arrested the man who signed for the package.
First votes have been cast in Nevada's Democratic caucus. Voters were checked in with iPads, then used paper ballots to mark their preferences. Early voting takes place through tomorrow. The Democratic caucus will be held on Saturday. Bernie Sanders is the front runner for now, but this week's NBC debate in Nevada could reset the leaderboard as former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg finds himself under growing pressure. NBC's Andrea Mitchell has more.
With the next Democratic debate in Las Vegas 2 days from now, the 2020 contenders are ramping up their attacks on each other. Pete Buttigieg slamming Bernie Sanders' Medicare for All.
At least one of my competitors has a plan that would require $50 trillion in spending. That's much bigger than the entire U.S. economy.
Joe Biden on Meet the Press questioning Sanders' record in Congress.
He's been talking about health care, Medicare for all, universal health care for 35 years. Nothing's happened.
Biden also calling on Sanders to rein in his supporters for their attacks on Nevada's powerful culinary workers union, which refused to endorse him.
The vicious, malicious, misogynistic things they said, the threats they put out. And to say I disassociate is one thing. Find out who the hell they are. Fire them.
And all the candidates taking on Michael Bloomberg for skipping the early states but pouring more than $300 million into ads.
Democracy is not billionaires spending hundreds of millions of dollars trying to get elected.
Bloomberg's rise in the polls making him an easy target for new scrutiny of his past. The latest, a Washington Post summary of alleged sexist comments and lawsuits against his company by women employees going back decades. Bloomberg responding with an ad featuring women who've worked for him, praising him.
There's nobody that I respect more and felt more respected by.
Those charges and his previous comments on discriminatory lending practices and racial profiling by the NYPD when he was mayor, all fodder for his rivals at Wednesday night's debate. His first, if he qualifies, as is expected.
Well, I think he's going to have to answer for that and speak to it.
He just can't hide behind the airways. He has to answer questions, and of course, I think he should be on that debate stage.
And today, a first, a new Bloomberg digital ad challenging Bernie Sanders for not restraining some of his supporters' aggressive social media attacks against backers of the other candidates.
Different views.
NBC is hosting the next Democratic debate. It starts at 9 o'clock on Wednesday night, and you can watch it right here on Channel 11 or stream it on our WPXI News app. Meantime, presidential candidates have until tomorrow to file for Pennsylvania's primary. The state election office says these 5 candidates on your screen have already filed. The other candidates have until 5 p.m. tomorrow to submit 2,000 signatures to be included on the primary ballot. Pennsylvania's primary is April 28th.
A local school district out of paper because the money wasn't in the budget. This strong show of support after a staff member sent out a tweet.
And I've been calling neighbors and no one will answer.
A mother desperate for help. How police officers made sure her baby was fed in the middle of the night.
Plus, I'm tracking that hour-by-hour forecast of when the rain moves into your neighborhood. Stick around, that's coming up.
And how a veterinarian is using technology to make pet surgeries more affordable.
Next wheel, these besties have a support system.
I have a wonderful husband of 27 years. I have a 9-year-old son.
Rooting them on.
I don't have children, but I do have a plant.
And I hope your plant is watching. Wheel of Fortune, tonight at 7:30 on Channel drawings for the Pennsylvania Lottery is Channel 11. You can only see the lottery drawings on Channel 11 right before Jeopardy and at 11:11 on Channel 11 News. The Pennsylvania Lottery is on Channel 11. Channel 11 News, 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
As I was driving by, there was a whole bunch of police tape, and the street was lined with police cars, and they were searching in all the houses.
We're hearing from students after an attempted robbery turns into a shooting near Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Police are still searching for 3 men who are believed to be the suspects. They just told us they recovered cell phones that were disposed of near the scene. One student was shot in the neck. Another was hurt after the incident at 2 houses on Wayne Avenue. Students say this was shocking to hear, and they hope justice is served.
I hope they find these guys. These people don't deserve this to them. They're all good people.
Police say this was not a random event and that the investigation is ongoing.
A local park damaged, and Murraysville police are asking for help finding the vandals. They flipped over picnic tables at Bear Hollow Park and then tossed them into the creek. Police also noticed broken light covers, door locks, and fences. Police are asking people who live near the park to keep an eye out and call 911 if they see anything suspicious.
A North Carolina veterinarian is using technology to save lives. Reporter Chloe Leschner shows us how he's using a 3D printer to make animal surgeries more affordable.
Perfect, bud.
2 weeks after a remarkable surgery.
Good job, buddy.
Wilson the dog gets a perfect bill of health.
But otherwise, he should be cured.
An outcome they never expected when they found this.
And this is the large tumor on the inside of his skull that was compressing his brain.
He wouldn't live without surgery. Wilson would need a large part of his skull removed to get the tumor out. Normally, a titanium plate would be put in its place, but what's on the market was too small.
My heart kind of sank because I thought, oh, and then he said, well, there's this other option.
This is the other option. A 3D printer manned by Dr. Fred Winiger.
We created this implant to place perfectly on the skull that we had removed.
The first of its kind and a game changer in animal medicine.
Now you have quick turnover rates and also accessibility. Usually these plates are thousands, if not $10,000s of dollars if they're outsourced. And so to be able to make something cost effective for our local clients is very exciting.
Wilson's story, one of hope.
It's pretty crazy, but yeah, we're just really thankful that he's doing so great.
A sign other families will be given the gift of more time with their furry friends.
He seems happy about it.
Looking good.
Now, there's now a second egg in the Hayes bald eagle nest. The mother laid the egg last night. She laid the first one on Thursday. The Audubon Society installed new web cameras at the site. If you'd like to watch them, we put a link on our WPXI News app. Yeah, take a look at that video showing a home collapsing after a landslide along the Tennessee River Saturday night. You can see the sparks flying when the home started falling. A second home was swept into the river yesterday. Look at all that damage there. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
It's a beautiful start to the day with some sun and some clouds. This is a look at our visible satellite across the area. We did have a little bit of fog, some freezing fog out there early this morning, but giving way to that beautiful sunshine. We do have mid and high clouds that will be building in throughout the day today, and by evening the clouds will be a lot thicker than they are right now. The afternoon temperature near 45 degrees, so we're going well above average, and we'll have a wind out of the east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later this evening, the temperature will be right around 40 degrees, but this will rise during the overnight hours as we have a warm front coming in, and you can see that we have some breezy winds that will be developing as well. Those winds will be shifting from southeast to south-southwest as that warm front moves across the area, and those winds could be gusting up to about 25 miles per hour. We'll also be having some showers develop across the area. I think the best chance for it mixing with snow will be well across our northeast counties if you're up around Clarion County, for example. But yes, we have this low pressure system. Here's the warm front. There's the cold front. So the warm front comes through first overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, bringing some steady rain for your Tuesday morning commute. The cold front will follow throughout the evening on Tuesday, ushering in some colder air as we head into the middle of the week. As far as our travel impacts for your Tuesday morning, wet roads, of course. I'm not too terribly concerned with widespread ponding, although if you get under a moderate burst of rain, you could deal with that on the area roads, and not concerned with flooding whatsoever, as this is going to be a pretty quick moving system. Here's a look at our storm tracker maps at 6 p.m. You can see the white shaded color. That's actually where we have some thicker cloud cover that's going to be across the region. Cloudy skies expected overnight tonight, and then those showers will be developing in spots, especially up to the north initially. Newcastle, Butler, Beaver seeing some rain. This is 1 a.m. And here's the I-80 corridor, and you can see places like Franklin up toward Clarion. That's the area where it will mix with snow overnight tonight and out toward DuBois. I don't know if you're traveling out there, but if you are, plan on that potential. And here is 3:30 in the morning, some showers, especially up to the north. I think as the overnight period wears on, we get closer toward daybreak. We're seeing that steady rain in Pittsburgh, Washington, Greensburg, and Uniontown. So grab the umbrella, have it nearby. You're going to need it as you head out the door tomorrow morning. And giving way to some scattered showers as the afternoon wears on. So we're really watching the steadiest of the rain in the morning and then coming to an end by the afternoon. Still a few showers, it looks like, here across our south and eastern communities at 6:30 in the evening, but dry in Pittsburgh, Butler, Katanning, Indiana, and Beaver as our weather system ultimately moves out. You're going to want to stick around in the next half hour because I'm going to let you know what rainfall amounts are looking like, and we're also going to have your hour-by-hour wind forecast because the winds will be strong as well come tonight. Here's the 5-day forecast. 50 on Tuesday with rain. I've left in a slight chance for snow on Wednesday. That's if the lake effect snow machine can turn on. We're going to have a wind out of the northwest, and because Lake Erie is not even frozen, that is always the potential after these weather systems. And then Thursday, there's a weak disturbance, so a few passing flurries or snow showers there. A lot colder as well later on in the week, but Friday looks good, and so does the weekend as we do usher in a warm-up with temperatures climbing into the mid-40s.
A mother forgot to fill up on baby formula, and she ran out in the middle of the night with no one around to watch her kids. She called 911 for help. The surprise she got at the front door moments later.
And a local school district out of paper because the money isn't in the budget. The support they're getting after a single tweet.
Hey Pittsburgh, if you haven't signed up for local steals and deals, now is the time. Just get out your phone and text the word WPXI to phone number 65,000, and I'll send you everything you need to get the most exclusive deals in town. That's WPXI to phone number 65,000, and you'll be the first to know.
An empty field transformed into an inspiring place of hope. A local Girl Scout group created this Serenity Garden full of positive messages and resources to help with suicide awareness.
Somewhere for kids to go so they could be uplifted.
Filling our community with messages of hope makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shop. on Channel 11. Look for drawings at 7 and 11:11 p.m.
A guidance counselor says she's touched by the community's generosity after she tweeted about a paper shortage in her school district. Katie Couch works at the Stowe Rock School District, and on Friday she tweeted due to a conservative spending budget that they'd run out of white copy paper used for worksheets, quizzes, and study guides, and the teachers started using any paper they could find. Since Friday, Couch says her account exploded with retweets, likes, and responses from people who want to help.
We've had a lot of donations so far. We had one local business donate a whole pallet of paper, and we've had a lot of other donations here and there.
Stowe Rock serves about 1,400 students from McKees Rocks in Stowe Township. If you'd like to help out, we put that information with this story on the WPXI News app.
Officers in Utah answered a mother's call for help. She was out of baby formula and couldn't get to the store.
I have no formula, and I have no idea how I can get formula to her. And I've been calling neighbors, and no one will answer.
That's the 911 call she made around 2 in the morning. She needed formula for her 6-week-old baby after she was unable to nurse. With her husband out of town and 4 other children at home, she had no way to get to the store. She tried calling neighbors, but no one answered the phone. That's when officers stepped in.
I was not expecting them to go and get that food for me. Honestly, I just was like, maybe you guys can even just patrol my house while I'm away. And, you know, I wake up my 8-year-old.
It's been about protect and serve. This is part of the serve. We are here to serve the public.
So nice. Not only did the officers run to Walmart to pick up the baby formula, they would not let the mom pay them back.
It's pretty great. A teenager says he's alive today because of his Apple Watch.
Saying something was wrong with my heart.
How the device warned him about a potentially deadly medical condition.
Plus, I am tracking that rain moving in. I'm going to let you know how much we're expected to see when we come back.
When news is happening near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coraopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel The news 11 and 11 means you get 11 minutes of news and weather
before the first commercial.
It means live coverage of breaking news, local news, and your first look at weather.
All before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News 11 and 11.
Watch tonight.
Watch David Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
A teenage boy says he is alive today thanks to his Apple Watch.
Yeah, it alerted him to a potentially deadly heart problem. But how accurate are these high-tech devices when it comes to your health? NBC's Aaron McLaughlin has the warning from doctors.
A smartwatch warning saving a teen's life. The heart rate feature is usually a nice to know, helping monitor workouts and count calories. But for Skylar Jocelyn, it helped diagnose a rare and serious heart condition. The then 13-year-old was sitting in class when his Apple Watch sent an unexpected alert.
It's saying something was wrong with my heart.
His heart rate skyrocketed to 190 beats per minute. He texted his mom, "There's something wrong."
He's healthy. Like, he's an athlete. Why is my child's heart rate going up?
Jocelyn's mom, Liz, rushed him to the hospital. He was diagnosed with a condition called SVT. It causes rapid heartbeat.
His heart rate got up to 280 in the middle of the night.
Skylar was in surgery for 8 hours, one of a growing number of people whose smartwatch detected the symptoms of deadly disease, including blood clots, kidney failure, and heart arrhythmia, all by monitoring heart rate.
It's one of these things that's a good screening tool, but it's not something somebody should depend on all the time for everything.
The tech is getting more and more sophisticated. The Fitbit Inspire monitors your heart 24/7. The Apple Watch 4 series has a feature that allows you to give yourself an electrocardiogram.
How accurate is a smartwatch?
The smartwatches are fairly accurate, but it depends a lot on how you put it on, how tight it is, how you're wearing it, if you're sweating, possibly even your skin color.
Doctors now keep tabs on Jocelyn's heart using an internal monitor, more sophisticated than the smartwatch. His future now possible thanks to new technology. Aaron McLaughlin, NBC News.
All right, taking a look at our rainfall forecast as that rain does move in overnight tonight and continues throughout the day on Tuesday. Model data is now anywhere from about 1/10 of an inch to about 1/2 inch, maybe 6/10 inches. I think some of the highest rainfall will be north of Pittsburgh, so places like Butler and Katanning. Meanwhile, down to the south and west, I think we'll have some lighter amounts closer to that 1/10 of an inch to maybe 1/4 of an inch range. Pittsburgh, this model in particular is showing almost 2/10. I think our rainfall could be up around 1/4 of an inch as well, maybe pushing 1/2 an inch. It will be pretty steady out there on Tuesday morning. Our wind forecast is showing us that the winds will be increasing as well tonight. So we're looking at winds anywhere from 10 to 15, a little bit higher here in the ridges overnight. And those winds will be peaking up around 10 to 20 miles per hour into tomorrow morning with occasional gusts to nearly 25 miles per hour as that warm front comes through the area. So pretty breezy day overall, especially early Tuesday if you're out and about. Still to come, we'll take a look at your February snowfall to date. I want to update you on that and where we stand for the season as well. Stick around.
Thanks, Danielle. 3 people were taken into custody after police say they found children inside a home with drugs. Father and son, John and Zachary Malik, and Nicole Tallarico were arrested Friday morning after Pittsburgh police executed a search warrant. In the house, officers say they found 2 children in awful living conditions, and drugs were within reach. According to police paperwork, cocaine, pills, empty stamp bags, and a crack cocaine pipe were all found inside the home. In addition, officers found trash and animal waste on the floor. They also found a needle right next to a sippy cup and stamp bags near the children's toys. The children were removed from the house. All 3 suspects are charged with endangering the welfare of children and possession. A Westmoreland County woman called police for help after she drove across a railroad bridge and then got stuck. Police say the driver was drunk when she thought the Port Perry Railroad Bridge was a road. It happened early Sunday morning. All trains were stopped until the car was removed, and the woman was arrested for driving under the influence.
A West Deer police officer is suing 2 companies claiming they caused him trauma. Edward Newman watched Terry Colton be electrocuted by a fallen utility wire in April of 2018. In the lawsuit, Newman claims the negligence of West Penn Power and Asplin Tree experts left him traumatized. Neither company has commented on the case. Changes have been made that could have a big impact on whether you can get a loan to buy a house, car, or another big-ticket item. Details from NBC's Chris Clackham.
Suffice it to say, your FICO credit score is one of the most important numbers in your financial life.
This is used in about 90% of lending decisions. It's going to determine whether or not you get that loan or line of credit in the first place, and if you do, the interest rate you'll pay.
But now the way your FICO score is determined has changed to what they call trended data. An example, if it's just 1 month out of 12 where your spending is well above normal.
Could be a vacation, could be holiday shopping, back to school shopping.
Then it's not going to hurt your credit rating. But fall behind paying your bills 3 or 4 months in a row, get ready to pay more.
Your debt's creeping up, you're starting to fall behind on your bills. Trended data is going to penalize somebody like that.
And according to creditcard.com's Ted Rossman, you'll pay a lot more.
I mean, even on a $200,000 mortgage, we could be talking a difference of $25,000 over 30 years.
He says the best way to avoid a hit from the changes, pay your bills on time. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
Police in Lee Township are warning about scams after several residents lost thousands of dollars. Police say they were called by someone claiming to be from Microsoft. That person said their account was hacked and they had to buy gift cards to fix it. They keep the victim on the line and then have them read the gift card numbers to them. Police say it's a scam and Microsoft will never call you. Westmoreland County will be ready for voting changes in time for the Pennsylvania primary in April. The county's election bureau director told the Trib poll workers will first test the new voting machines during the next month's special election. Governor Tom Wolf ordered all of the counties to have voting machines which include a paper trail. Most counties spent millions of dollars to replace their machines.
Easy come, easy go. The NHL took away a goal from Patrick Hornquist after yesterday's game. Hornquist would have had his 4th career hat trick. The goal in question was the Penguins' first goal of the afternoon. Sam Lafferty and Patrick Hornquist hacking away in front of the net, and the puck eventually went in. It was ruled a goal for Lafferty and then changed to Hornquist. Then the NHL changed it back after the game. Hornquist scored 2 more goals for the Penguins in the second period of the Pens' 5-1 win. Another stellar performance in net for Matt Murray. Murray stopped 27 of 28 shot on goals. 15 of those shots came in the first period alone. The Pens were 11 points back of first place Capitals on November 30th. 2.5 months later, they're 1 point back with a game in hand. Since it became the Metropolitan Division, the Penguins have only won the division in the regular season once. They've already beaten the Capitals once this year, and they face them 3 more times. The next game next Sunday at noon in Washington, and that game will be right here on Channel 11.
Pittsburgh Park is getting a major makeover, the mega $1 million project to restore the Hill District wide.
News is happening in your neighborhood. Channel 11 News is there.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, and Butler. We cover news everywhere you live, not just downtown. We're in Aliquippa, Coriopolis, and Moon.
Bringing you stories that impact your town. That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. We're in Bethel Park, South Park, and Mount Lebanon. When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News.
Lisa Sylvester on Channel 11 News, 11 at 11.
This historic building in the Hill District is getting some major upgrades. The old YMCA on Center Avenue is being renovated so it can be used for affordable housing. The property was the focal point of the civil rights movement in Pittsburgh, and now community leaders are working to restore the building. They've launched a $7 million project to convert the building into affordable housing. It will include 73 new apartments. Crews will also install an elevator and replace the roof and the plumbing, as well as the electrical system.
This investment really does help to continue the vision that the residents of the Hill created in seeing a revitalized Center Avenue.
The project is expected to be finished at the end of this year. We have more information on the history of the building on the WPXI News app.
Check out this video. That is the world's largest passenger plane landing sideways at London's Heathrow Airport this weekend. The plane had to battle heavy storm crosswinds from a powerful storm. It was basically like a vertical landing, like a helicopter. After touchdown, the winds were so strong that plane was blown off the runway. Everyone was okay. My question is, why did they even attempt
Why
to
not
land
take another
in that
swing
kind
around?
of weather?
A little scary. It must have been kind of nuts to be a passenger there. Well, most people buy car insurance and then stick with it for years, but that could cost you.
Our consumer advisor explains why you might want to change it up every 6 months.
Plus, I'm tracking that chance for a little snow mixed with rain across our northern counties, but where has the snow been for the rest of us? Snow lovers, you'll want to stick around. I'll let you know that update to how much we have seen so far this season.
This is Channel 11 News, 11 at 11. Accurate details, experienced coverage, trusted weather source.
Heavier snowfall moving through Westmoreland County.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Count on Channel 11 News, 11 at 11.
NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're a team you can count on to cover stories that impact your life.
Whether it's across the street or around the world.
Channel 11 News at 6.
And NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
A record-breaking number of Americans have saved up $1 million in their retirement accounts. According to Fidelity, a record 441,000 IRA or 401k accounts the firm manages had balances of $1 million. They credit record-breaking markets and retirement savings. Still, retirement millionaires are relatively rare, and a huge segment of baby boomers are below the much more modest median account of just $70,000.
A merger between Sprint and T-Mobile could happen very soon, despite several states trying to stop it. The New York Attorney General says She won't appeal after losing a case aimed at stopping the deal. Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro and a dozen other states also sued to stop the $26 billion merger. They say it would hurt customers by driving up prices, limiting coverage, and hurting quality. Shopping for new auto insurance every 6 months could save you big time. Consumer advisor Clark Howard explains why.
It has never been more important for you to reshop your auto insurance every 6 months than it is now, because this is freaky creepy. But insurers now, not all of them, but several auto insurers are digging into your life, every phase of it, and coming up with an individualized premium just for you. I mean, you could have a friend who has the same exact age as you, lives in the same neighborhood, same driving record, and your differences in insurance premiums could be hundreds of dollars a year, even more than $1,000 a year, because of your individualized set premium by your insurer. So that means if you shop insurers, they're all doing this differently, you could find the biggest gaps ever from the cheapest insurer for you to the most expensive. So remember, every 6 months would be great. If you can't get around to that, once a year, shop your insurance premiums because your wallet will love you for it. I'm Clark Howard.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Taking a live look over the city, we have some sunshine, just a few clouds out there. The clouds will be thickening up later on today. Right now, the air temperature is 40, which is really nice. 44 in Washington, milder air down to the south in the areas in green. Waynesburg and Morgantown included. It's 41 in Indiana and in Greensburg right now. Tonight, you might be looking at 40 degrees and saying, what in the world? Well, our temperature this afternoon will climb into the mid-40s. It will fall a little bit toward this evening, down to about 40 degrees once again. And then what happens is a warm front lifts north across the area overnight, so our temperature will steadily climb into Tuesday morning. Our showers will be developing as well across the area during the overnight, and the winds will be increasing. I showed you that wind forecast just a few moments ago. Winds anywhere from 10 to 15, gusting occasionally to 25 miles per hour. For you up in Beaver, it's upper 30s, Butler mid-upper 30s as well. Upper 30s, low 40s, really the theme, and again, the temperatures will be climbing. As we look ahead to the day tomorrow, we will have the clouds, so get out and enjoy the sunshine while you can today. And the high temperature tomorrow is 50 degrees. It will be a steady rain for your morning commute tomorrow and giving way to scattered showers as the afternoon wears on, meaning that the steadiest will break apart as the low pressure system crosses the area. Winds are going to be shifting around toward the northwest. That's going to be a sign that the cold front has passed tomorrow evening. The winds will still be breezy at times, especially in the morning, where we could see those gusts to 25. Here's a look at the area high temperatures, upper 40s to low 50s in the areas in green, maybe a touch cooler in the outlying locations, and the higher elevations in blue. Here is Storm Tracker 1 o'clock, cloudy skies. Here's some rain and a little snow mixed in as well up along the I-80 corridor. Franklin, a little rain snow mix. Clarion, some snow mixed with rain at times as that comes across the area. A chance for some showers here in Pittsburgh as well during the overnight. The steadiest, though, will start initially up to the north and then will continue to advance across the area as that low pressure system gets closer. We'll have some pockets of moderate rain. That's showing up in the areas in yellow here in Armstrong County. That's 8 o'clock in the morning, so yes, you're going to need your rain gear before you head out. But look how the system clears out, and by 5:30 the drive home, it looks dry for Pittsburgh, Beaver, but still some showers here well down to the south and the east. As far as our snowfall, we're not looking at it this time around, but I wanted to update you. We've had 7.5 inches. We are above average for February by almost 2 inches, but check out the season to date. We're actually below average by almost 9 inches of snow. We've had these weather systems that have been bringing a rain-snow mix, ultimately hindering the nice big snowstorms, of course, for you snow lovers out there. 50 degrees on Tuesday, colder Wednesday and Thursday. You can see a slight chance for some snow Wednesday. We'll have a disturbance Thursday, which will bring us a chance for some snow showers. Sunny Friday, Saturday, Sunday, partly cloudy, looking fantastic this weekend to get outside. I feel like finally we have a weekend where we can enjoy the weather with the temperatures actually pretty mild as well for this time of year.
Surfers took to the water at Nazaré in Portugal over the weekend to tackle some of the biggest waves in the world. Wow. The seaside village has been the scene of many surfing records. I could see you out there doing that.
Wow, scary. We've covered quite a few stories about personal home assistance and privacy concerns. Most of them have updated their settings so they can't eavesdrop.
Yeah, but one couple went one step further, how the bracelet of silence works to jam Alexa's microphone.
Hey Pittsburgh, if you haven't signed up for local steals and deals, now is the time. Just get out your phone and text the word WPXI to phone number 65,000, and I'll send you everything you need to get the most exclusive deals in town. That's WPXI to phone number 65,000, and you'll be the first to know.
You hear us say Channel 11 News 11 at 11 all the time.
But this is what it means.
It means you get 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
It means we deliver breaking news, local news happening now, and details about what's happened since 6.
All before the first commercial.
11 at 11 means I'll track storms and bring you your first look at weather before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Watch tonight.
Stephen Cropper, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
There are some new efforts to bring Ligonier Beach back to life, and township officials want your input. The first of 2 public meetings will be held Wednesday in the Fort Ligonier History Education Center, and another session is planned for next month. The summertime destination along Route 30 shut down in 2018 after more than 90 years. Ligonier Township bought the property in November with the help of private funding and a state grant.
Are you worried your home virtual assistant is spying on you? Well, a couple in Chicago say that they have a way to keep your private conversations private. They've developed a bracelet of silence. They told the New York Times it's an anti-smartwatch. It has 24 speakers that emit ultrasonic signals, and those signals jam all microphones in the vicinity. It even turned a phone conversation into a static-like white noise. The bracelet is a prototype right now, but the couple believes it could be made for as little as $20, and so stylish, don't you think?
Looks kind of space age.
Great with any ensemble.
That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 at 11 starts with team coverage of this breaking story.
Accurate details.
We've been covering this story all night.
Experienced coverage.
Our crew is live in Irwin.
Trusted weather source.
Steady snowfall, about an inch per hour.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Dependable.